My name is Anna DeSalvo. I'm a productivity and spaciousness mentor for ambitious women. I teach women how to calmly accomplish their goals, create the space to breathe, and feel good about what they really want. Here we are back to school in a very not normal new normal. Many of us are juggling parenting duties, work and business duties, plus now our kids' school schedules. The Zoom calls, the help with questions, and the seemingly never-ending to-do list can feel exhausting. Inevitably, something will get put on the back burner. Let's not make it our business. It is possible to create a flow between the various roles in our lives with simple structures in place. That way, our business isn't the last and most stressful thing that we get to at the end of the night when we're already exhausted. As an educator for 11 years, one who has taught during distance learning and running her business, also teaching during that time her own daughter, I'm here to share the tips, strategies that I have used in my own life, as well as what I have coached clients to use as well. The first thing I always tell people when a new event occurs in the home, whether it be summer, spring break, or distance learning, is that we have to create a new social contract. These are the rules and the norms and the roles that occur in the home on a daily basis. It discusses what everyone needs to be successful and what we expect from everybody in order to help others be successful. A reminder that this doesn't have to be all on us. And as our children get older, we should be providing opportunities for them to engage in and be part of the team that is the family. The next thing is really determining what are our priorities. When we don't know our priorities and the order, we may often sit down at our computer and just stare at the screen. We then end up scrolling Facebook, and an hour goes by and we actually didn't get anything that we needed to get done, finished. Having a clear idea of what you'd like to be spending your time on to feel accomplished is necessary. This is the work I do in planning calls with clients. And when we know our main priority, then we can create goals around it, how much time we need to allocate towards it, and then how to structure the rest of our time so that we can actually spend time on the thing that we need to do. Once we identify and create priorities, we can start understanding and creating behavior-based goals instead of results-based goals. Now, behavior-based goals are based solely on the things that we can control, which is important during unpredictable times. This is different than the results-based goals that we often think of when we think of our business goals, like earning so much money or making so many sales. We can't control those things as easily, but we can control the behaviors that help lead to those goals, which is why focusing on them is so important. Whenever we're feeling overwhelmed or like we're not meeting our goals, then we can tweak them to either narrow our focus or define what's getting in our way. Don't be afraid to redefine your goals right now, especially during this time. For instance, when my daughter was starting school this time, I took the entire first day off and really focused in on getting some routines and norms in place. I didn't schedule any specific meetings, and it allowed me to establish some rhythm and routine so that way it would help us be more successful and her more independent so that I can work on the things that I need to do. The next thing, this leads into the next thing, is create routines that empower kids to be independent and to ask for help only when they've already sought the answer. So something to consider in the classroom is that it takes about 6 weeks for us to establish the norms and the roles in the classroom. So keep the routine relatively normal in your house. Now, this doesn't mean structured times at certain times every day, but just the general flow of the day should be about the same. You know, when you get up, we brush our teeth and have breakfast, or lunch, you know, after this class, there's lunch, or we're going to have dinner at this time. When we have these specific pillars in the day, it allows everything else that isn't bound by time to be more flexible. In the end, with these routines and structures, the goal is to get the kids independent enough so that we can walk away more and more and more over time. Last and most importantly, we have to value our goals and time first. We have to be willing to own what we really want and protect the time that we need in order to fulfill those behavior goals that we talked about. This is why it can be so helpful to work with a mentor, because they're going to be able to walk alongside of you and help you tweak things and stay accountable towards those goals that you really want to accomplish, even when things around you are very stressful. Our business and dreams are important. And while it feels overwhelming, it is possible to create the time to go after what we really want, even during the unnormalness of this new normal. Thank you so much for joining me here today. You can find me at annadesalvo.com.